welcome back to my channel. It's so nice seeing you again, and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. So in today's video, I will be doing a quick what's in my bag and also a small review on my mini Lady Dior handbag. So I have here the mini Lady Dior in black patent calfskin. It's in the classic Canage quilted design on the front and also back. You know what? I'm gonna put my mic down. It's such a distraction. And then it's smooth on the sides. This bag is currently listed on the Dior website for $5,300 US. And I actually got this right before the price increase back in July 2022. And although I don't really remember how much exactly I got it for, but I think it was around $5,000. And I got it at the Crystal Shops in Las Vegas. So the reason why I got this bag is because I really wanted to take a break from buying pink bags. And as we can see, the majority of my bags are all pink or some variation of pink. And I really just wanted a black bag to match my outfits. I mean, I can't be wearing weird ass colors and still carry my pink bag around, you know? I mean, I can, but why would I? But yeah, I've been eyeing this bag for the longest time, and I'm just so grateful to be able to own one now. So this is actually one of my favorite bags of all time in terms of the design. I'm talking about the design and not the practicality, because this is not the most practical bag, and we'll get to that later. But this bag is so classy and iconic. It was named Lady Dior in honor of Princess Diana, who was the first one to wear it back in 1995. And it was said that she was so in love with this bag that she tried to order this bag in all of the colors available at that time. And a year later, in 1996, which is my birth year, they renamed this bag to Lady Dior in honor of her. So it comes in this classic Dior Couture white gift box. And since obviously I already opened it, so no unboxing for you guys. But yeah, just in case you're wondering what was in it. So essentially when you open up the box, you will find the dust bag, of course, and also a little bag that's wrapped around the charms to protect them. And most sales will also wrap your gift box with the Dior white ribbon. And of course, it will be put in a pillow of tissue paper. So you can actually wear your mini Lady Dior as a handbag, which is what I do most of the time, or you can wear it as a crossbody. It comes with this very well-made chain shoulder strap, and you can just attach this shoulder strap to your handles like this. Usually I will attach it diagonally on the outside so that when you carry it as a crossbody, your handles will stay up. It's not the easiest to do, but okay, we got it. So these round handles are actually pretty stiff, especially when you're trying to wiggle it on from side to side. As we can see here, it's almost impossible to move it, but it does like to tip over if you don't intentionally set it up right. So, you know, if we touch a little bit, it doesn't really, the handles doesn't stay upright. So my hardware is in a pale gold finish, and at the base of the charms is a leather piece with Christian Dior embossed on the back. One thing to note is that the hardware are constantly scratching against each other, so it's very easy to get scratches, especially the O, because the D and I and R are just constantly scraping against it. It's annoying, but it's also inevitable. So if you're someone that cannot stand seeing scratches on your babies, this bag might not be the best one for you. There's also a small detail that I did not know about until I watched someone else's video, and I just really want to share with you guys. If you flip your bag this way with your handles down, it actually says C and D. Isn't it so cute? I did not know about this. So with the mini size, it's a flap opening and not a zipper opening. Even though there isn't a zipper, it actually does a pretty good job with securing the contents inside. I've never really had any issues with things falling out. I do think that there was a time when a spoolie, like the lash brush, whatever, fell through the cracks. It's right here, but it's not really a big deal. However, I do have some issues with opening up the flap because of these rings right here. The flap is also very stiff and it doesn't open up completely. Let me show you guys. So it doesn't open up completely. If you have this bag or you played around with it at the boutique, you'll know what I mean. It almost feels like you have to force it in order to open this bag completely. And with the bag being patent leather, the more you touch it, the more it becomes a fingerprint magnet. It drives me nuts. Like right now, I just cleaned it a little bit for this video, but with me touching it over and over again, there's like fingerprints on here already. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe not, but yeah, if you see it in person, like it's very obvious. Going in is basically just a black hole, and since the interior is also black, it's sometimes kind of hard to look for your things, especially in poorly lit environments. There is a side pocket in here, but the pocket is so stiff and very, very difficult to even access. I can never really open it without using some type of tool to prop it open. It honestly drives me crazy sometimes. The only thing I can think of putting in there is maybe some bills or business cards or anything flat and small, but even that, you might have some trouble getting it, especially in urgent or more emergency situations. So what fits in this mini Lady Dior? So obviously I don't have a lot in here because this bag is just not big enough to carry all my junk. Okay, so the first thing I have is my card holder. I don't really have anything special in here. It's just my cards and like ID. The next thing I have is my hand cream. You know, there's just something about carrying a hand cream around with you that makes you feel like you have your life together. Because out of all the things that you can bring, you brought hand cream. I really love the scent of this and how it makes your hands feel. It's super light on the hands and it feels really hydrating. So next thing is my hand sanitizer. Yep, this was also in my other video, except I think in the other video it was in the green apple scent, and this is in the rose water scent, which is a little bit more expensive, I think. And I cannot believe they tried to confiscate this at a club in Vegas one time, and literally this hand sanitizer is like almost 20 bucks, I think, if not like 15, or I don't remember how much it was, but it was like it's like crazy expensive for a damn hand sanitizer. But yeah, so I'm like, no way, you're not taking my shit today. So I ended up just finessing my way out of it and I got to keep it. So next thing I have is Glossier Salve. I don't know how you pronounce it. I love this thing. In the beginning, I was like, whatever's about it for the longest time. Well, quick backstory. I always apply Aquaphor, some type of lip balm, to my lips right before I go to sleep. So I forgot my Aquaphor one day and I decided to use this because it was the closest thing to Aquaphor I can find on my vanity. And whoa, my lips woke up plumped and hydrated. Okay, so next up I have, my keys. And I also have sunscreen. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know how big of a sunscreen freak I am. I know it's super tedious, and honestly, who has the freaking time to religiously apply sunscreen every day, right? But sun damage is no joke, my friends. So I was only a semi-freak back then, but then I turned a full-fledged freak after I saw that photo of the 90-year-old woman. Basically, she only wore sunscreen on her face and not her neck for 40 or 50 plus years, and there was such a huge difference between her face and her neck. But I'm also kind of skeptical because if she is 90 and she used sunscreen for like 50 years, does that mean she started when she was 40? Like, if I started applying sunscreen when I was 20, does that mean I'm gonna age reversely? I'm just kidding. But yeah, maybe take that photo with a grain of salt, but still, sun damage is real. Next, I have just some basic stuff like hair ties and hair clip. I also have some spoolies for my lash extensions. And yeah, that's all of it. Oh, and there's one thing that I wanted to mention is that this might be a deal breaker for some people, but you cannot fit a iPhone 14 Pro Max in here, especially with the case on. I'm actually filming with my phone right now, so I can't demonstrate what it looks like, you know, trying to fit that in here. But yeah, it's almost impossible to put your phone in here. If you do have the iPhone 14 Pro, like the smaller size, I believe you can put it in here, but with the Pro Max, you cannot. Okay, so is this bag worth it? Damn, why does it feel like I've been talking more shit about this bag than I am praising it? But no, I still love this bag a lot, and there's a reason why it's been on my wish list for the longest time. And after actually owning it for a while now, the thought of returning it or not using it never really crossed my mind at all. But to be honest, this is not the most practical bag out there, and it drives me nuts sometimes, especially in urgent or emergency situations where you really have to get something out of your bag, just because this is not the easiest bag to get access to, especially if you have a lot of things in here. But this bag is beyond iconic, and I just love how elegant and just how structured it is. There's also a rich history behind the design and release of this bag, like I've mentioned earlier in my video, and all of that just makes this timeless piece such a joy and dream to own. So there are honestly a lot of mixed reviews on this bag out there, but I think the conclusion is it's still worth it to me just because of how much I love the design and how cute it looks with different outfits. So although it's not the best in terms of its practicality and functionality, I'm still here for the vibes. So yeah, in case you're new here, my name is Olivia and I make content related to luxury item reviews and also lifestyle vlogs. I also do luxury ASMR unboxing. So if you're also interested in content like that, please do give me a like and subscribe. It will really help out my small channel a lot. Oh, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!